Okay, this is a unboxing of the NR3001 Newsmy, I think I'm pronouncing that right, head unit, Android head unit. It has 32 gigabytes of flash and 2 gigabytes RAM, RK3100 Cortex A9 CPU, and a 7-inch screen. So this is the, I think they call it the Carpad 3. This was ordered from AliExpress. Came in about 3 days, 3 business days. Seems to be packaged very well. Lots of tape, very thick box. Um, Double boxed. Says, please check the seal. So if it's broken, obviously Customs has probably opened it. Mine was not. Let's try to fix the lighting here. Okay. Another seal here on the outside, same label. Otherwise, it's a very, this lighting is terrible. Otherwise, it's a very plain box. Very plain box. Let me open it up. Padded very, very well. Very thick padding, about 1.5 inches all the way around. This is with a Carpad 3 user's guide. It says user manual. With a little, looks like serial number. Maybe this was supposed to be attached to the unit. Actually, there's one on the unit here, and it does match it. So I'm guessing they just put all these together. Manual is 22 pages. Color manual, nice glossy paper. Really a professional. For goods coming from China, this is extremely professional. So it's basic how to use the Android head unit itself. No installation instructions in here, which I wouldn't expect because this should be installed by a professional and or someone with experience doing this. Okay, so in this box we have all of the cabling and mounting brackets. Let's see here. We have mounting brackets for the side of the head unit. So in this case you may not need a kit for your particular vehicle. I will be test fitting before I make that decision. Let's see. As far as cables, we have, this would be brake And let's see, the pink one here is the brake cable. And there, it looks like it's all together. Okay, so this plugs into the back of the unit, and it breaks out a USB cable, and the brake connector connects to the brake wire on your car's harness somewhere. And you have GPS antenna. Looks like it's magnetized. I think it is. Let's see. Should be. Yeah, so it's a magnetized antenna. Not sure how long it is, maybe 4 feet. The standard connector. And then this would be the main harness, standard ISO connector, which is not very useful for American cars. Some Toyotas, Volkswagens, etc. may still use these, but definitely not common on American cars. You'll need an adapter, which, if you look at one of my previous videos, you can buy pigtails from Amazon or eBay for about $8, which I would highly recommend just plugging into this rather than cutting the harness. That's kind of ridiculous. So you have 12-volt reverse, illumination wire on this particular harness. Okay. And here's another one. Let's see, we have back video in, aux video in, aux in left, aux in right. So this is basically your video harness, the video I/O harness. And we have USB, it says USB 3G. So I'm guessing this is where they would prefer you plug in your 3G dongle, USB dongle, but obviously you would think it would take any USB stick. And then there's this other harness here. I suppose I should have shown these. Apologize for the camera. Key ground, key 1, key 2. These are for your steering wheel controls. And RX, TX. That may be a CAN bus. Not sure. And then we have microphone. If you have seen my other unboxing video for the Joying head unit, you'll recognize right away this is a much better looking microphone. No idea if it performs better, but I think we have it right here actually. This is the microphone that came with the Joying. Some clip-on. This is just stupid, but this is a much. This is what you would expect with a radio or a head unit, something that you can actually stick to your dashboard or somewhere inside your vehicle. Makes a lot more sense. Could just be as bad, but as far as quality, but at least it looks like it belongs there. Okay, there's nothing else in the box. And here's the, as I said, there's plenty of padding inside there. And here's the head unit itself, all black. It's sealed pretty well, taped. Unlike the Joying, which was just kind of stuck in the bag, this one actually has tape. Which, there's a knife. With silica gel. Again, always what you'll get from a unit from China. But this seems to be packaged well, built relatively well. I will note it did not come with a bezel ring or anything like that, so likely you'll definitely need a kit of some sort for your vehicle. And just for comparison, the joining unit came with a little snap-on bezel, which actually might work for this vehicle, or this unit also. So it looks like it'll take a standard just bezel for a double DIN unit. So that's pretty much it. I'll just run around the unit. Looks like there's plastic here to protect the screen from transport. Standard mounting holes on the side. Apologize for the lighting. Label on the top showing all the connections. And now that I'm looking at this, it clearly doesn't include all cables to go in all of these connectors here. So there may be some extended functionality, such as digital video broadcast or something like that. So here's your microphone input, GPS antenna, regular FM, AM, FM antenna, and then your various connectors. This is a 15 amp fuse. I've seen others with 10 amp. This doesn't seem like it's realistic, but I'm sure this hasn't gone through any sort of certification. And it has some warranty labels. They don't want you to remove the case, but I will be, once I've verified that this is working, I will be removing the case here and showing the inside of the unit. This differs from, this is the Carpad 3, and the face looks exactly like the Carpad 2, with the difference being this is an all-enclosed unit. The Carpad 2 had an external, the Android processor, CPU, RAM, so on and so forth, was external, and there was a firewire connector on the back that connected that external box with the head unit. So the head unit on the Carpad 2 was really quite simply just a board that controlled the I/O for the actual car functions and the screen. This unit has them all inside on the main board. The only other difference that I'm aware of is this comes with 32 gigabytes versus 16 gigabytes of flash. Everything else is most likely the same. So this is unboxing of the Carpad 3 or NR3001 double DIN Android head unit from Newsmy, purchased on AliExpress.